Class 12th subject physics, ninth chapter current electricity. From this chapter let us see some of the formulae. First formula, Kirchhoff's current law. So for Kirchhoff's current law, that is KCL, at any junction of any electric network, at any junction, summation I equal to 0, summation I equal to 0. Second formula, for Kirchhoff's voltage law, for Kirchhoff's voltage law, that is KVL, for a closed loop, for a closed loop of any electrical network, summation IR plus summation E equal to 0, summation IR plus summation E equal to 0. Third formula, balancing condition for Wheaton's bridge or Wheaton's network. So balancing condition for Wheaton's bridge, if the resistances P, Q, R and S, if the resistances P, Q, R and S are connected in series in the form of Wheaton's network or bridge, then the balancing condition will be P by Q equal to S by R, P by Q equal to S by R. Fourth formula gives the specific resistance of a conductor, specific resistance of a conductor, that is resistivity of a conductor, rho equal to RA upon L, where R will be resistance of that conductor, A is area of cross section of the conductor and L is the length of that conductor, and therefore specific resistance or resistivity rho equal to RA upon L. Fifth formula is for meter bridge to determine the unknown resistance. So for the determination of unknown resistance by using meter bridge, the condition is unknown resistance X equal to Lx upon Lr into R. X is equal to Lx upon Lr into R, or it is also written as X equal to Lx upon 100 minus Lx into R, Lx upon 100 minus Lx into R. Sixth formula is for Kelvin's method, that is determination of resistance of galvanometer. So in case of determination of resistance of galvanometer by using Kelvin's method, resistance of galvanometer G equal to Lg upon Lr into R, G equal to Lg upon Lr into R, or also it is written as G equal to Lg upon 100 minus Lg into R. G will be equal to Lg upon 100 minus Lg into R. Seventh formula is for the potentiometer. So if you consider the working principle of potentiometer, then potentiometer principle will be given as phi AC proportional to L AC, that is potential difference between the 2 points A and C is directly proportional to length of the potentiometer wire between the 2 points A and C, that is phi AC is proportional to LAC, or it will be also written as phi AC equal to K into LAC, phi AC equal to K into LAC. From this, K will be equal to phi AC upon LAC, K is equal to phi AB upon L. So this K will be nothing but phi AB upon L. From this formula, K is equal to phi AC upon LAC, but generally that K, which is called as potential gradient, it is determined as the total potential difference between the 2 points of the potentiometer wire AB divided by its length capital L. So VAB upon L, that will be the potential gradient K. Then eighth formula is for comparison of EMFs of two given cells. So the EMFs of two given cells having their EMFs E1 and E2 will be compared by using potentiometer, and the formula is E1 by E2 equal to L1 by L2. E1 by E2 equal to L1 by L2, and this is for separate method or individual method, that is when the cells are connected separately in the circuit. At that time E1 by E2 equal to L1 by L2. Similarly, next formula is for the comparison of cells of two EMFs, that is EMFs of the two cells will be compared. So the comparison of the EMFs of two given cells, that will be equal to E1 by E2 equal to L1 plus L2 upon L1 minus L2, and this is by sum and difference method. That means at a time if the cells are connected in the circuit, then the comparison of the EMFs of these two cells will be carried out by using the formula E1 by E2 equal to L1 plus L2 upon L1 minus L2. Next formula gives determination of internal resistance of a cell, and therefore for determination of the internal resistance of a cell, the formula will be internal resistance of the cell R equal to R into L1 upon L2 minus 1. This small r will represent internal resistance of the cell, and capital R will be the resistance connected externally in the circuit, and therefore small r equal to capital R into L1 by L2 minus 1. Here L1 will be the balancing length when that external resistance is not connected in the circuit, and L2 is the length when that external resistance is added in the circuit. And so R is equal to R into L1 upon L2 minus 1. Then next formula is when a galvanometer is converted into an ammeter. So when any galvanometer is converted into an ammeter, at that time we connect a resistance in parallel with the coil of the galvanometer. That parallel resistance, that is shunt, S will be equal to Ig upon I minus Ig into G. That value of shunt will be calculated by using this formula S equal to Ig upon I minus Ig into G. This will be the range of that ammeter, and this will be the current flowing through that coil of the galvanometer. Now if the total current I is equal to N times current flowing through the coil of the galvanometer Ig, that is if I is equal to Nig, then this formula will be written as S is equal to Ig upon Nig minus Ig into G. S is equal to Ig upon Nig minus Ig into G. Taking common Ig, it will get cancelled with this Ig, and then we will get the value of S equal to G upon N minus 1. G upon N minus 1, where N will be I upon Ig. Similarly, the current flowing through the coil of the galvanometer Ig will be calculated by using the formula Ig equal to S upon S plus G into I. Ig equal to S upon S plus G into I, and the current flowing through the shunt will be calculated as Is equal to G upon S plus G into I. Is equal to G upon S plus G into I. Next formula is 12th, that is when a galvanometer is converted into a voltmeter. So when a galvanometer is converted into voltmeter, at that time a large value resistance X will be connected in series with the coil of the galvanometer, and its value, that is X, will be equal to phi upon Ig minus G. So by using this formula we can find out the proper value of that resistance which must be connected in series with the coil of the galvanometer so as to convert it into a voltmeter, that is X equal to phi upon Ig minus G, and X can be also written as G into NV minus 1. G into NV minus 1, where NV is the ratio of phi and phi g, that is phi by phi g equal to NV. Then next formula, that is 13th, is if you consider the thermocouple, then the thermo EMF developed in a thermocouple, the thermo EMF developed in a thermocouple when the cold junction is kept at 0 degree Celsius temperature and the hot junction will be kept at T degree Celsius temperature. Cold junction will be at 0 degree Celsius temperature and hot junction will be kept at T degree Celsius temperature. At that time, thermo EMF developed E equal to alpha T plus half beta T square, alpha T plus half beta T square, where alpha and beta are the constants. Alpha and beta are the constants. So these are some of the formulae related with the chapter current electricity.